back to a fresh episode of My Watch Therapy. Today we have a beautiful Seiko from the Presage line. Reference number, I'll put a description and everything in the description, but it is SSA464. SSA464. Let's take a moment to connect with this fine timepiece. R39, you can see it right there, beating away. The dial. The dial is, it's the star of the show. Look at that. What an incredible amount of detail and work. And there's lots going on. And to me, it almost looks like 3 different dials sort of just stapled together, if you will. It's meant to be inspired by Japanese gardens. There you go. Look at that texture there. So cool. All this, hold on here, time out. All this for how much? $650 suggested. This is for sale at Tick Tock Time Shop. I'll put a link in the description. It's a family-owned business here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. On their 2nd generation and going strong. But look at that. At first, I thought, what the heck is the right side of the dial? I guess that's supposed to be the Japanese gardens. Maybe they're very segmented or patterned, so to speak. What always throws me off about Japanese watches, and not always, but is the Roman numerals. So we got a Japanese garden, Roman numerals. We got the heart right there, kind of heart design, right? Where you can kind of see the skeletonized, see the balance wheel, see that little hammer punching away. Bam, 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 bam. That's why they have those jewels there. Make it last longer, because that thing is hammering. It's a hammer. But I don't know. I guess it's a Japanese garden. Never actually seen one. Roman numeral dials. A lot going on. Just beautiful. 24-hour clock here. In a small dial, 24-hour clock. And some incredible finishing. And then you can see like the dots all the way around the inside of that bezel. Yeah, look at that. There's some doming there. Absolutely. The bracelet could... I don't know. I think there's other options. But this watch comes with this one, and I think it's probably a good choice that way. And then, as I showed you already, there's a beautiful display case back, which I think is worth admiring. That's why they put it on there, right? Sometimes I wish watches that had a reverse or had a case back, see-through case back, or some kind of reverso where you could turn the watch and look at it or show people, you know. Because if there's not, then I don't know. Who really sees that case back? You might remind yourself once in a while to look, but it'd be nice to just display. It's a display case back, is it not? It's a larger watch, so there's a lot going on here. And like I said, it's like a Japanese garden with Roman numeral dials, but it's not. It's supposed to be kind of a dress watch, I would say, dressy, but it's also pretty large at basically 42 millimeters across, 41.8 if you want to get super anal about it, and not really tall this way. Okay, that comes in at, well, it's 48.4, so it's like another 7 millimeters top to bottom. So I've got a 17-inch circumference wrist, and you can see, I mean, it stands tall. I think this is a dressier watch. I'm trying to, a dressier watch for larger wrists. I think 6.5 or greater. And it also stands tall. Stands quite tall, as you can see right there. But beautiful long hands, right, on full display. It's got that nice sort of cream sunray dial there. And it's even got some indentation. Can you see that? Around 7 o'clock, 7 to 8, almost to 9. Ooh, look at that. It's kind of showing a little bit of like rainbow effect. Lots to love here. Lots to love. So I love the patterning. It's got a 41-hour power reserve. And if gold's not your thing, it doesn't have the heart sort of display skeleton there. But there's a similar ladies version. At least in my mind it was similar. It's got kind of a pink hue to it with like a rose gold instead. And that is SRPM 06. SRPM 06. And if you want a comparable men's watch for a tiny bit more, it's got upgraded movement and things like that, is the SPB464. SPB464 is, I think, a comparable sort of next step up, and maybe not quite as gold filled. Check it out. Check it out. No screw down crown. It's not a diver. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think? I mean, I think it's elegant. I think it's a fine looking timepiece. Super classy. A lot of attention to detail. Lots. The longer you look, the more you see. I think it's really cool. I love the vertical patterning. The skeleton window. Like I mentioned lastly, it's a dual curved sapphire crystal. So another thing for $650. It's been another episode of My Watch Therapy. I really appreciate your viewership. I appreciate you spending a little of your most precious commodity watching my videos, which is time. Thank you so much, and take care.